Jai Hind. How are you? I hope you all are fine at home. So, today we'll discuss the remaining topics of the chapter The Story of Village Palampur. So, farming in Palampur is the next topic. Farming in Palampur is based on following factors. So, there are 9 factors. So, one by one we will discuss all. First is land is fixed. About 75% population are dependent on farming in Palampur. Land area under cultivation is fixed. There has been no expansion in land area under cultivation since 1960. Second point is change in the method of cultivation. Multiple cropping and modern farming are the method of cultivation used in Palampur to increase the production from land. Now, third point, multiple cropping. Method of multiple cropping is used in Palampur. Cultivation of different types of crops in the same piece of land at same or different time is known as multiple cropping. For example, jowar and bajra grow during rainy season, potato is produced between October and December, wheat is produced during winter season. Fourth is modern farming. In this type of farming, high yielding variety seeds are used. As a result, same piece of land produce larger quantities of food grains. In India, farmers of Punjab, Haryana and western Uttar Pradesh were the first to try out the modern farming method. Introduction of the Green Revolution facilitated the cultivation of wheat and rice using high yielding variety of seeds instead of the traditional seeds. The HYVs are capable of producing more amount of grain on one plant. Fifth is sustainability of land. According to a scientific report, in modern farming, natural resources are overused. Groundwater, rivers, and lakes are polluted by the way of using of chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers also kill bacteria and other microorganisms in the soil which are essential for the growth of plants. Sixth point is distribution of land. About one third of the 450 families are landless in Palampur. 240 families cultivate small plots of land, landless, that is 2 hectares in size, and remaining 60 families cultivate more than 2 hectares of land. A few of the large farmers cultivate 10 hectares or more than 10 hectares of land. Seventh point is labor. Some farmers are worked on their own land and some worked on another land for which they receive wage. Wages can be in cash or in kind. Wages vary from region to region, crop to crop, and one farm activity to another. That is not same for all. Eighth point is capital. Huge capital is required in the method of modern farming. Small farmers have lack of capital. They borrow money from large farmers and moneylenders at higher rate of interest. There are 3 types of capital which are mostly used in any organization, that is working capital, fixed capital and human capital. Yesterday we had discussed all these 3 terms. And the last is selling of farm products. Surplus products are sold to medium or large farmers by the small farmers. After that, medium and large farmers sell their surplus directly to the market. The traders buy the products from market and sell the product to shopkeeper in the towns and cities. So these are the 9 points of farming in Palampur. The main activity of Palampur is farming. 75% people engaged in farming. Only 25% of the people working in Palampur are engaged in activities other than agriculture. So we'll discuss one by one all non-farm activities in Palampur. First one is dairy. Dairy is common activity in many families of Palampur. People feed their buffaloes on various kind of grass and the jowar and bajra that grow during rainy season. The milk is sold in Raiganj, the nearby large village. Two traders from Shahapur town have set up collection cum chilling centers at Raiganj from where the milk is transported to faraway towns and cities. Second one is small scale manufacturing. At present, less than 50 people are engaged in manufacturing in Palampur. Manufacturing in Palampur involves very simple production methods and are done on a small scale. They are carried out mostly at home or in the fields with the help of family labor. Rarely they hired the laborers because most of the time family members engaged in this business. Third one is shopkeeping. People involved in trade, exchange of goods, that is not done in Palampur. The traders of Palampur are shopkeepers who buy various goods from wholesale markets in the cities and sell them in the village, like rice, wheat, sugar, soap, toothpaste, notebooks, pen, pencil, etc. A few of the families whose houses are close to the bus stand have used a part of the space to open small shops. They sell eatables. Last point, that is fourth one, that is transport. There are variety of vehicles on the roads connecting Palampur to Raiganj. Rickshawala, Tongawalas, jeep, tractor, truck drivers, and people driving the traditional bullock cart and bogie are people in the transport services. They supply goods from one place to another and in return get paid for it. So transport facility is also good in Palampur. Students, now here the chapter is over. Now I am giving you a quick review of chapter 1, the story of village Palampur. Palampur is a small hypothetical village having about 450 families. It is 3 kilometers away from Raiganj, a big village. Shahapur is the nearest town to the village. The village is well connected with neighboring villages and towns. The village is well connected by the road and most of the houses are electrified. It has two primary schools and one high school. There is a government primary health center and a primary dispensary. The next heading, main production activities. Farming is the main production activity in the village Palampur. Most of the people are dependent on farming for their livelihood. Non-farming activities such as dairy, small-scale manufacturing, transport, etc. are carried out on a limited scale. 75% people are engaged in farming and 25% people are engaged in non-farming activities. Then factors of production which we need for goods and services. Land, labor and capital are the basic requirements for production of goods and services which are popularly known as factors of production. Land includes all free gifts of nature like soil, water, forests, minerals, etc. Labor means human efforts, which of course includes physical as well as mental labor. Physical capital is the third requirement for production. Physical capital includes fixed capital. Working capital include raw materials such as seeds for the farmer, yarn for the weaver, and money in hand. And the fourth one, that is human capital, which include all these three, because without human capital all these factors never work. Then important changes in farm activities. Land area under cultivation is virtually fixed. However, some wastelands in India had been converted into cultivable land after 1960. Over the years, there have been important changes in the way of farming, which have allowed the farmers to produce more crops from the same amount of land. And these changes include multiple cropping farming, use of modern farming methods, and because of these changes, productivity of land has increased, which is known as Green Revolution. Farmers of Punjab, Haryana, and Western Uttar Pradesh were the first to try out the modern farming methods in India. Overuse of fertilizers, pesticides, and water is resulting into land degradation, means the bad quality of land. The farmers in Punjab are facing some problems like labor. After land, labor is the next basic factor of production. Small farmers provide their own labor, whereas medium and large farmers make use of hired labor to work on their fields. There are many landless families in Palampur which provide laborers. As the work is less for the number of laborers, they are not given minimum wages set by the government. So some laborers migrate to the cities. Then capital. After land and labor, capital is another basic factor of production and the important one also. Because without capital, these things are not possible. All categories of farmers include small, medium and large require capital. Small farmers borrow money from large farmers or the village moneylenders or the traders who supply them various inputs for cultivation. Modern farming requires a great deal of capital. Then, sale of surplus farm products. Farmers produce crops on their lands by using the three factors of production, that is land, labor and capital. They retain a part of produce for self-consumption and sell the surplus or the extra one in the nearby market. That part of farm produce which is sold in the market is called marketable surplus. Small farmers have little surplus output. It is the medium and large farmers only who have surplus produce for selling in the market. And the last is non-farm activities. Out of every 100 workers in the rural areas in India, only 24 are engaged in non-farm activities. There is a variety of non-farm activities in the villages. Dairy farming, small scale manufacturing, transport, shopkeeping, and so many are coming under this category. Some of the people are engaged in these non-farm activities in Palampur. So now I am going to wind up this lecture. We will meet again with new lecture, with new chapter. Till that time, stay at home and be safe. Thank you.